you not seen people who gave her a shoe? After they gave her a shoe, they now sat here. As she was singing on the altar, they now turned to say, sister, how is that shoe? That's how they won't say, see shoe where I give them first. So they start with, so how do you see that shoe she's wearing? She will now say, the shoe, it's fine, oh. It's fine, oh. Say, Nami give her. Nami give her. He said, have you noticed the way this brother has been looking happy these days? Have you noticed that when he comes to worship these days, once he stands, he's so happy. He just begins to worship happily. He worships with joy. So have you noticed? Say, yes, I have noticed. He's so happy. He's doing so well. Say, yes, I've noticed he's happy. Say, his family didn't have what to eat. So I made up my mind to be giving them dinner every day. So I send them like 10,000 naira for them to use and help themselves. That kind of giving is not the kind of giving that one. Your worship to God is not a favor you are doing God. Listen to this. How do you think Satan started? Haven't you met people who have said things like, this church, I am the backbone of this church. If I leave this church will scatter. Who are you? Elohim. What are you? Jehovah. Say, if I leave this church will scatter. Haven't you heard and seen people who said, I left that church and over 50 people left also, and you are happy? Do you know what it takes for an average person these days, with all the distractions in the world, to decide on going to church? Do you know what it takes for an average person to decide to be rooted and established in a church, and you are happy that you are the one? Because of you, they left the presence of God. That's how Satan started. The Bible referred to Lucifer. He had all the instruments in him. He was the archangel that conducted everything that had to do with music. He saw that God, when it comes to worship, that God is vulnerable. And he took advantage of the vulnerability of God and started feeling that without me, God cannot do anything. And Satan stood up and decided in his heart that let God bring me to his status. Let all of us be on the same level. So when we are on the same level, I can be giving him a tip of the worship, whilst the other worship is coming to me. A writer said that we don't know how far we will go if we don't care who takes the glory. Do you know how many people that in meetings or in churches who cannot do anything except you will apportion the glory properly to them? Yes. Someone has walked up to me before in church and said to me, Pastor, why is it that you rarely stand to say, who wants to give us this? Come out. I now told him, I said, if you want to give, you will give. If you don't want to give, just tell us you want us to place you on the altar and sing glory to you. Glory, glory, glory. Then we will put you on the altar and then sing that. Satan started. That's how Satan started. And do you know where that thing originates from? It starts with pride. It's pride. Pride is the origin. That thing that makes you feel that your worship to God, that you are doing God a favor. They fixed departmental meeting for 5 o'clock and you walked in by 6 o'clock. Then they wanted to talk to you. You say, it's not because I came to serve God, though. Not because I came to serve God. People will now be talking to me anyhow. But you have a job in a bank and they told you must be at work by 7. By 6 a.m. you are already there. Humble. Who should you fear more? Who should you fear more? Your service to God. Do you know that I have asked the question? It's something I have pondered over. What did God do to Satan that would make Satan do what he did? What did God do to Satan? Okay, let us leave Satan alone. You know that when Satan left, the Bible said that he pulled a third of the angels. So I'm asking the question, okay, let's assume that God did something to Satan. What did he do to the other angels? Next question, are they happy now as demons? Because those angels that fell out are the ones that are demons on earth right now. Their own creator. We may stand in worship. He said, your actions may appear right before men, but the Lord weighs the intent of the heart. Yes, worship is in the heart, the state of the heart, the disposition of the heart. I don't know who that was for, but hear this. The Lord will honor your service. The Lord will honor your service. And as you stand in service, listen, as that girl, hear this everyone, in one day